Hi guys, in this screencast I quickly want to show you uh, the power of Tmux and the ability it allows you uh, uh, to script it, right? So I've been using Tmux for about 2 weeks now, and I'm hooked to it. It's a very nice application, and let me show you its power. Okay, I have a Rails application which needs a bunch of processes and editor, a Rails server to build it. So I'm gonna start all of that by just running. And if you see, it has given it a name of Zammu, which is my application, which I'm working on. And it's opened the to-do list in a text editor in Vim. It has opened up a second pane with the git status and the log and Rails console, right? And in the third pane, it has started a Rails server, a sidekick uh, worker process, and a bunch of commands, a bunch of processes through foreman, and finally, in the last pane, that's a uh, guard process listening for changes. And if you remember, it also opened a browser. So it did all of that with just one command. And now I can just, if I want to stop doing this for a minute, I can just detach, close this terminal, and I can come back to that just by running tmz. So that's a very nice ability to have, right? I mean, uh, it's very easy to get started working on an application if you can open all the servers, background processes, and your editor. And let me show you the script for that. So the script here is very simple. Uh, so this is again, this is not. I don't think this is the best way to script Tmux, but this is one way to do it. And what this is it's a script for this particular project, which creates the workspaces for this particular project. And what it's doing is it has a session name of Zammu, and I've set up the root directory there. And what we're doing is we're checking if we already have a session with that name. If we already have a session, that means it's just gonna, this is gonna fail, this check is gonna fail, and it's gonna come here and attach to that session. But if it isn't present, it's gonna create a new session with that name, and it's gonna make our directory the root directory for this Tmux session. And it's also going to give the first window a name of source, src. And if you see on the top, it says source, because this is the text editor. It shows me the source code. And then I'm going to send a few keys. So this is actually opening opening the text editor. It's opening Vim and the to-do file, and it hits a CM is a new line. I'm sorry, it's the enter key. So it's going to hit the enter key, and that's going to open my editor. And then it's going to create a new window and name it pry, and that session with that directory. And it's going to run bundle exec Rails console, and then it's going to create a new pane inside that window. So if you see, the second pane has two windows, an IRC console, a pry console, and a bash terminal, right? So that does that. And if you see, once we split the window horizontally, we send Chromium browser localhost 3000. That opens up the browser to show me this page, and then it does a git ll, which shows me the log, and a git s, which shows me the status. And that's the reason we saw those those lines in there when we first started our workspace. And then, similarly, you have the third pane with the other stuff. And finally, it selects the first Windows first pane. So this is how you can script Tmux and get working on your application real quick. So that's a demo for today, and let me know what you guys think.